Good morning. Hope you're having a great day. I want to talk to you today about stability in your life. That is such an important thing. What creates instability in our life is when life changes. And you and I both know in the last 2 months we've had amazing, incredible amounts of changes inside of the culture that you and I live. And so what that's created is a lot of instability. People are looking for points of stability in their life. And so what I want to suggest to you is that there are some points. So is there anything that is reliable that I can grab a hold of, that I can take to the bank? Well, I'm glad you asked that question because I think there is. First of all, I think that God himself is unchangeable. And that is so amazing. God's character never changes. His righteousness never changes. His justice never changes. His loyal love never changes. His answered prayer never changes. We can count on God being stable and consistent in every way. Jesus said to the prophet Malachi that I am Yahweh, I do not change. James says the same thing, that he never changes. There's no shadow in his life, that God is consistent. And unlike you and me, God is consistent. Oftentimes, we make a mistake by thinking God somehow is like me or you. But the truth is that God never has a bad day. He never is grumpy. He never changes. He is consistent. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And I can count on his character. The second thing that I would say is God's word never changes. And that is so important. Isaiah 48 says this, the grass withers and the flower fades, but the word of our God stands forever. I can count on God being faithful to his promises, faithful to his word. What God says will stand. The future stands on our hope that God's word is never wrong. The third thing that I believe is so important and what creates stability in my life is that God's purpose for me never changes. Listen to Ephesians chapter 1. Because we are united with Christ, we have received an inheritance from God, for he chose us in advance. Hear those words. For he chose us in advance. And he makes everything work out according to his plan. He makes everything. That word everything means everything. He makes everything work out according to his plan. So in other words, there's not a plan A and a plan B for my life. I am working out God's plan in my life. All of my mistakes, all of my failures, all of my sins, God is working out for his own glory and for his own honor. It is comforting to know that nothing in my life has ever caught God by surprise. My sin hasn't, my success hasn't, my failure hasn't. Whatever in life happens, it hasn't caught God by surprise. So as I think about life in an unstable world, this is what I would say. I'm going to bank on the fact that God's character is unchanging. I can count on that. I'm going to bank on the fact that his word is unchanging, and I'm banking on the fact that his purpose for me is not wavering. I hope that you're doing the same thing. God bless you. Have a great day.